Okay, I'm good to go.
No, so what I'm trying to say was, based on what we just talked about, for the most part, he has a good base already. The business is working. Definitely open to change. The best part is that he has an ADA accessible bathroom, so it's got a really good base to start. I don't see any major problems with the space itself. There's no like code violations that I can see. So it's really a cosmetic effort, which is good news.
Nice. For a first project,
Yeah.
that's an excellent news.
And the space, and not to be negative, on the contrary, just to be critical, the space is pretty bland. The walls are just basically beige. Just a couple stations and mixed match of styles. There's no real like consolidating design to it. And just being able to talk to them and realize that they really, really do like this sports team. I think there's a great opportunity to do something really nice here with very simple changes. So I'm envisioning now, like, obviously some colors, bringing in some kind of maybe geometries that represent sports, something that's not too crazy.
What do you mean geometries that represent sport?
So, for example, you have the soccer ball.
Okay.
You have the traditional basketball or even the football. It doesn't have to be complicated like a bunch of people playing soccer.
Yeah.
I don't need that kind of image, but you can take a soccer ball, the image of a soccer ball, and make it simple. And make bold
Are
gestures.
we talking like the perfect soccer ball or the little soccer ball that we used to play in Haiti? You know when you used to fabricate that soccer ball, or the soccer ball is really used and the kids play with it?
Well, it's symbolic. So what I mean is, for example, just sketch something real quick. If I have a blank wall, and we have our desks, our stations, and then they have their mirrors, right? And obviously their chairs are here.
Yeah. And it was really specific on keeping the mirrors, the stations independent from
Very
each other.
simple, right?
Yeah.
So instead of like trying to divide it and do gingerbread and all these traditional Haitian, we could always do something where it reads like soccer.
Huh. That is, wow.
And then we could do it with bright colors,
Uh-huh.
so the whole wall just pops out.
People will come just to see that wall
Just,
as they are doing their
just a touch, but it's geometry, it's almost abstract. It's just an idea. What I'm saying is you could use that and then still incorporate
I love that idea.
bright colors. We can the sports theme, but make it bright, make it cheery. And then obviously add the TVs. Start bringing a lot of TVs. So we have the sports matches everywhere.
So now you're putting me on a
hanging off
mission
the
to
wall.
get the sponsors for the TVs now.
TVs, and of course, something, I would like to see his name bigger. Maybe there's another wall. I like bold.
That's on the other wall
Right.
that is opposite
Exactly.
to this one.
You know?
And that wall could become his branding. Because
Exactly.
you were mentioning to him if he will be interested into other type of transaction or type of business.
Sure.
And with that branding, the fresh cut, on the whole wall, I think there's something I can get one of our partners to design a t-shirt based on that wall, and people will want to buy a piece of that business, a memory to bring back home after visiting his barbershop. I'm talking about the tourists, of course.
More TVs, front door, the chairs, fresh cut, something.
Okay.
And every wall can be very bright, very clean, very sharp. something, right now, how to make it on a Haitian theme. I'm not entirely sure yet. I gotta think about that. But
Okay.
because I think you definitely want to somehow marry the two, which is the idea of sports with touche haïtienne, some kind of traditional marketplace look. Which maybe what I'm thinking out loud is that maybe we do trim along the almost like a picture frame.
Yes.
So maybe the borders are big, very bold borders. Maybe we can add some little bit of, little gingerbread here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can add some more, so it becomes a frame.
Just to recall it, but not too.
So it becomes like a picture frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be something, maybe simpler than what you see in the Caribbean marketplace. And then I picture on top of all of this is music playing, but we have to do a really good sound system. Because I'm thinking he can have music playing up front, little outdoor speakers, not too loud. You can do a little iPod connection, it plays Caribbean music. Very soft in the background. The volumes can be turned down, it can be carnival music, just playing in the ceiling speakers.
Mm-hmm.
But when the match is on, you switch it and you put on these nice stereo speakers and the match is blasting.
And people know
People
that,
hang
hey,
out.
listen.
That's exactly what I used to do at my restaurant.
That's what you used to do.
Even when I close at night, I will leave the music
Ooh, nice.
subtle. And then people will come in the morning will tell me, George, even when you're not present, spiritually you are present.
Nice.
Because of the Haitian music that I used to play all night long.
Right.
People
Like
passing by and wondering where the music was, and then kept going.
Now that you guys are mentioning this, okay, there is a big issue, okay, because every store that we go, not every one of them, but some of them, they have their own music that they're blasting, and sometimes they're competing with each other, okay, and it's cacophonic, it's not enjoyable, it's too aggressive. I think through the businesses that we have, that we're doing the combat with, I think I could convince them to have one channel, and we can get them to agree, okay, to broadcast music according, like synchronize each one with each other. It's going to be a challenge. That's more in a technological point of view.
Yeah.
But I think it will be feasible, and I think it will be more welcoming than that music blasting over here, over there, and see what I mean?
Yes.
I think. What do you think?
Yeah, it might be a challenge to do, but at least maybe have everybody kind of agree to turn it down.
Yeah.
So even if because you want to have it at a pleasant level,
Exactly.
not something that makes people uncomfortable walking by. So at least talk to them about turning it down. Having a concerted song that would be great, but we should try.
Some wants their religious music, some want their coupe, some want when they have football
Right.
or basketball. I agree with you. It
Right.
will be a concerted
least just
effort
turn
to
it
tone
down.
it down, yes.
Right. So that could work. Now the other thing is the storefront. So the storefront, I noticed they have the front of it is pretty boring in many ways.
And people think, he thought it was closed.
I kind of did also.
Okay.
So that's a little bit more of a challenge because he has a lot more control on the inside. On the facade, we have to get the building owner to allow us to do something.
Okay.
Even if it's not the entire facade, hopefully they would. If they don't let us do the entire facade, but they let us do this bay. So if they have right now, basically it's a box. It's got one canopy, and then it has these three kind of very big, huge, empty walls.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the storefront here, right, which is glass.
Yes.
And then the problem is he's got all these stickers on here, right? Fresh cut, whatever. They're kind of small. This is like a really faded pink. The canopy is not very appealing. So this is a big big problem because this is the first impression.
Yes.
So my thought is to really freshen up the storefront, take the stickers off, do something that's a lot more professional looking, which doesn't have stickers. A professional sign, since we have this big, huge blank forehead, this is where the sign needs to go. And it needs to be a professional, made in a shop.
Methodically, right.
Spend the money and get it done right.
Okay.
And then the canopy, we should get the landlord to replace. It looks sad.
It is.
And if you can let us repaint it, that'd be great. We don't have to go nuts, just at least repaint it, like one color or two colors. Or even better, 3 colors, 1, 2, 3, so it looks like 3 independent businesses. We can keep the 1 color canopy, you know, and then the storefront, we'll clean it up and maybe do something. What I like, which is what we did at the store over here, the storefront's like this. This is the door. We put a fake railing. So it gives it a push.
Yes.
Caribbean touch. It's glass, it's see-through, but it looks like a railing, you know, and then leave this clean. Leave it clean. The sign's up here. Now, if he wants to do...
So people can see inside and can feel that
And
there's
they're gonna
something
see-
happening. It's
they're gonna
welcoming.
see the new interior.
The new interior,
You
yes.
light up. Make it bright so it shines out,
Yeah.
especially at night. You know, if you want to put advertisement like the hours, you put on the door, like, you know, typical professional business.
Clean, modern.
Yeah, exactly. But nothing on the glass. It'll be a sign, something that's contained.
Okay.
You know, and that's really the end of it. I mean, back here, we'd have to look into a little bit further what we want to do in terms of like hangout. We have to give it more thought. They're gonna need access to the bathrooms, obviously, but for the most part, I think they need a little office, like a real office. Just clean this up. Maybe put an office, close that in, and make this an office. You know, we can keep like a break room in there, so or maybe make it a break room. I don't know, but I'm thinking more of an office. And this could become like a break room.
Yes.
So we can do new cabinets, maybe even lockers where they can lock their stuff. You know, they can lock their private stuff, leave it here, with a cabinet or something. Table, chair, little lounge. So the bathroom's for everyone, office is private. And then the backyard is a little bit of problem with the backyard. One is that step. That's illegal.
But they will have to make a type of ramp.
Yeah, the problem is 6 inches is 6 feet, and that looks to be more like 8 inches. That's,
8 inches of.
That's an 8-foot ramp.
Okay, so you have to do. Okay.
To meet code, if that's
Yeah, the handicap.
I gotta come out 8 feet to here
Wow.
to do the ramp.
Are you? Yeah, because a wheelchair need to go and roll.
If you're getting access to the backyard, if it's private with no public access, no problem. Or you have some other access, that's fine. The problem with using this officially and formally is that step. That's a hindrance to access.
Well,
now, there is an option, which I don't like. Getting rid of the step. There's obviously a lot of room to cut this down and redo the door.
Okay.
And meet.
Oh, I see.
Try to
Drop this, but
drop
that
that.
could be an issue when it rains.
So that becomes an issue when it rains.
When it rains.
Floods or whatever,
Flood.
it can get in there.
Or there will be a gutter like
Like a trench drain.
right. So when the water comes in, it'll
But now we're starting to
vacate.
get into some real money here.
Yeah, because
Because I didn't want to spend money trying to tear this up and then rebuild something.
Here's
Yeah.
what I suggest. Okay. I suggest that each beat, because what's really important for these businesses is to be more welcoming for the clientele, for the money to get in, right? So our job is to activate them businesses.
Okay.
So what I would suggest is to offer them a 3-phase project.
Okay.
The first phase, for example, with that barbershop,
Uh-huh.
it will be to take care of the facade and the first, the principal like area
Yeah.
for their first activities.
Sure.
And then present them
like that.
a plan where the money that they do in the front, so they could reinvest it, because we will already have, you will already have, give them an idea on how to optimize the vacant space of the business. That way, it's allowing us to address more businesses and not to put too much resources in one. But we give him a shot, we give others a shot, and then it's going to work, and then they will invest in building their businesses, because it's at least, bottom line is, it's their business.
Right. So my thought for this, for the most part, we make this ADA accessible, make it to code. Then out here, obviously, number one is cleaning it up, but I'm thinking we make it a flex space, meaning there's nothing really specific. The question would be, what does a flex space look like, and what do you really want out here? One, you're going to want shade. You're going to want some shade. It doesn't have to be the whole thing, but it has to be some shade. So, you know, between the walls themselves, I like the walls. I love the texture. Obviously, you know, want to be cleaned up a little bit, but I like the walls too. This is not aesthetic, but this can be handled by stucco. So, you know, they fill it in with blocks, not a big deal.
Okay.
And then they add the same texture
Stucco right here.
And this same thing, clean it up, patch it, fix it, and stuff with that as well. The floor, there's a lot of different things we can do. The question is, do you want to spend the cost to figure it out? My thought is at this point, we don't really know. Maybe, just an idea, maybe we clean it up by putting a new concrete top, right? But we cut out an opening in the middle and plant a tree. So the tree provides the shade, and it brings some of that outdoor landscape to a place that looks, you know, kind of whatever. And even try to maybe put some plantages to grow the yell, you know, like the climbing vines.
So are you talking about putting a poteau mitan in the middle of
But using a tree.
But using a tree, yeah.
Correct.
I didn't even think of that.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's more for the shade, but it's also for when you come out here, look, you start to feel like you're in a garden without taking away all of your usable space. And then the rest, just leave it. Just let it become a natural evolution of what it's actually used for. So you're reclaiming a dead space by making it inviting. People will come out, hang out under the tree, that maybe some chairs start showing up, or we leave some chairs out here so they come hang out. Little by little, it'll take its own life. You like that?
I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You're combining the outdoors with indoors. So in other words, when people come here to spend their money, you basically keep them.
Exactly. You keep them around.
You keep them around. And that will invite more people. It will be more of an environment where people will want to come. How you doing, Chief? People will want to come because you're offering something unique.
Yeah.
It's a
Something that is
edge.
not
We're providing him. Yeah.
being offered somewhere else.
There you go. And we want to go crazy. It's not even crazy. We're going to do it. That same fresh cut. The mirror right here. We got it branded.
Fresh cuts. Fresh cuts.